You are seeking asylum into the United States of America. Report to a legal point of entry and claim asylum. What is unclear about this law? If someone from outside of America wants to claim asylum, no matter where they are from, if they truly deserve asylum and believe they do, why wouldn't they report to a legal point of entry? After all, a true asylum seeker that goes directly to a legal point of entry and claims asylum, they get into the country with a court date. But they are also automatically approved for welfare benefits, like food and housing. They get these benefits all while awaiting their court date. As well, they start their pathway to citizenship. If you're truly coming to America, wouldn't you want to start your pathway to citizenship and have your paperwork and get food and housing from the government? What true asylum seeker would not want to go this route? As opposed to traveling through dangerous terrains, through deserts, being exposed not only to the elements of nature, but to human traffickers, to drug cartels, to the truly evil and despicable sides of reality that are out there. If they went to the legal points of entry, they get processed, released into the country, and start their pathway to citizenship. Start being treated as Americans that day. They may still be deported, don't get me wrong, but that day they get an EBT card or whatever card they give them to go to the store to buy food for their children. We don't let them starve. We take care of them. That is the message that Donald Trump's administration, along with the America First movement and everyone on the right, is trying to get out there. The left, along with their globalist hack propaganda machine, are intentionally avoiding this point. The mainstream media has not reported on the downside of avoiding legal points of entry. The dead bodies in the desert. Where have we seen those pictures? Haven't seen one. The 12-year-old girls being repeatedly raped with Plan B pills in their backpacks supplied by their parents in Mexico or wherever they're from. These parents knew that these young girls were going to get raped and sent them anyway. How about the child and human traffickers? Have we seen one story on these people? The downsides of crossing into the United States illegally? All we hear about is family separations. Well, first of all, how does the Border Patrol even know for sure that these children are related to these adults? The short answer is we don't. But according to the left, we are supposed to just let anyone with a child just walk free with a ticket to appear in court at a later date. That's great for human smugglers. I'll tell you who it's horrible for. The children of Mexico, who, if this policy is pushed through, will start becoming the victims of kidnapping by any drug cartel or human smuggler trying to enter the United States illegally. I see the stories on the news every day now, but I do not see this part of the conversation ever brought up. Not once. And how can this part not be in the conversation here? Shouldn't America side on the safety and security of the children above all else? Shouldn't America do anything we can from stopping child abuse? Remember, the right is simply asking for asylum seekers to come to a legal point of entry and claim asylum. They are doing it to protect not only the children, but the adults involved too. But the left, the people who are actually endangering the children's safety and lives, are supposedly the righteous ones. while demonizing the Americans who want to protect the children from human smugglers and drug cartels. Again, I ask, why would someone who is seeking asylum, a true asylum seeker, go directly to a legal point of entry and claim asylum? If they qualify for asylum, not only do they get into the country, but they are automatically given benefits, housing, food, as well as starting their pathway to citizenship. What true asylum seeker would not want to go this route? Who would pick swimming the Rio Grande River with a child in tow? Who would pick 125-degree temperatures in the desert with sometimes no food or water? Who in their right mind would do that? The left and the mainstream media do not care about these people at all. If they did, every single story would start off with, if you're trying to get asylum in America, please come to a legal point of entry. The road outside of them is dangerous. The road outside of them can kill you. Come to a legal point of entry. You will receive benefits. You will receive a start of a pathway to citizenship if you qualify. Why wouldn't the mainstream media be pushing this narrative over and over and over again? Worse than not caring, the left and the mainstream media want to show the misery of not entering the legal points of entry. They want to do this to score political points. That's the truth of this story. They're not for these people. They're not doing what's best for these people. The fact is, what I just said is what's best. They would be telling everyone, go to a legal point of entry. That's the way to go. But they don't say that. What they do is actually push these people to continue illegally entering the country so they can score political points. The left truly does not care what happens to the children in the desert. The left does not truly care what happens to the children drowning in the Rio Grande. That is obvious to anyone who is willing to open their eyes